The summer of 1916. America was on the cusp of entering the Great War, and a heat wave of historic proportions had descended upon the East Coast. Seeking relief, city dwellers flocked to the seaside resorts of the Jersey Shore. It was a time of innocence, an era when the greatest danger in the water was thought to be a strong undertow. The very notion of a shark attacking a human in these temperate northern waters was dismissed by scientists as pure fantasy. That perception was about to be shattered with brutal finality. On the 1st of July, in the town of Beach Haven, a young man named Charles Van Sant went for an evening swim. He was attacked in shallow water, in full view of his family. Lifeguards pulled him ashore, but his injuries were too severe. He bled to death on the manager's desk of the hotel. The incident was shocking, but experts quickly assured the public it was a freak event, perhaps a sea turtle or a large mackerel. The beaches remained open. The holidaymakers lulled back into a false sense of security. The predator, however, was still there, and it was moving north. 5 days later, and 45 miles up the coast in Spring Lake, another attack occurred. Charles Bruder, a bell captain, was swimming far from shore when both his legs were bitten off. He was pulled from the water but died before he could even be brought to the beach. Panic began to ripple through the coastal communities. This was no longer a single isolated incident. Something was actively hunting in the waters of New Jersey. The fear reached a fever pitch, however, when the attacks moved inland into the brackish waters of Matawan Creek, a place no one ever imagined a shark could be. Here, in the most unlikely of settings, the shark struck twice more, killing a young boy and a man who tried to rescue him, and severely injuring another. The state descended into a collective hysteria. A shark-hunting frenzy was declared, with bounties offered for any large sharks caught. Eventually, a young great white was captured nearby with human remains in its stomach, and the attacks ceased. For decades the debate raged. Was it a single rogue great white, or perhaps a bull shark known to travel into fresh water? A lone, confused predator had, for 4 terrifying days, held an entire coastline in its grip.